right, here we go. Got another episode. Deb is not here again, which is okay. She's on summer break. So sometimes when Deb's on summer break, things get a little looser. We may see Deb one week. We may not see her for 5 weeks after that. It just depends. So you got to learn how to roll with it. So that being said, when I was trying to figure out who I wanted to bring on the podcast tonight, I realized that this man that we have today, one of our most popular guests, that for some reason I just have not brought back on for like 2 years. And that's on me. I should have been more aware of how long it's been. Mr. Cedric Frye, welcome back to the show, man.
Let's go. Yeah, man. I 2 years is wild, man. I mean, fast time in the Fry house, dude. Like, I feel like we did it. I feel like we had it last year. You know what I mean? It's just time goes by so freaking fast.
Oh man.
Especially with my house is like, I have twins, so like I feel like everything is just on speed mode. It's just go all the time. Like
for sure.
One twin is chill, and then the other one is hype to hype, and then it gets the other one hype to hype.
Yeah, so, it's rarely calm at the same time, right? And if it is calm at the same time, it's like a whole nother set of panic that you have to deal with.
Oh yeah. My house is quiet. It's an issue. You know, someone's held at gunpoint or something.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I can't.
Yeah. Someone's plotting something. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's wild. And they're like, they're at that age now where they're scheming, or like they try to plan certain things with each other, or if they want to ask for something. You know, my daughter's the mastermind, so my youngest daughter, so she'll try to get them to how does the plane go through? She'll try to get them to get my son to like break in the cookie jar or try to climb the counter and get chips, and she'll be cheering them on like, "Go Aries, go!" So,
you can climb higher. Go for it.
Yeah. When you catch him though, she doesn't want none of the punishment. So
that makes sense.
Well, I did nothing wrong. So
let me ask you this: What's worse? What's worse, if they're fighting each other or if they're plotting and scheming against you?
It's hard. I mean, the worst thing is they're fighting each other. I don't like my kids to fight. I'd rather them plot against me. And it's always something though, you know, like if they are all healthy, playing with each other and having a great time, I would probably let them wreck this whole house. You know what I mean? So anytime they are playing with each other healthy, my oldest is having a good time, our twins are having a good time, and they're just completely leveled with each other, I don't interrupt it. You know what I mean? So
makes sense.
Sometimes I pay for it, but if it's just pure entertainment, they're enjoying each other, having sibling fun, which is completely rare, and they're hugging, high-fiving, laughing, even though they're breaking every dish in the house, I'll let it run.
It makes sense.
I'll let it happen.
Sense.
Yeah.
It's hard to create those moments as a parent, but you can replace a broken window or a broken dish.
Dude, exactly, man. It's one of I try to let my kids be kids, you know, and try not to rush some of the stuff, you know, like responsibilities and things like that. Like, I'm like, you know what, man? Like, if you're not hurting each other, you're not hurting my wife, you're not hurting me. I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, run it. If I have time,
just let them go.
Yeah, I'll let them. I will try to make that moment last forever.
There you go.
Someone gets hurt, and then next thing you know, now they're all fighting each other again.
Man, that is the worst when they because I have two daughters and they're a couple years apart from each other, and that's the worst thing. It's like this beautiful moment. They're playing together. They're laughing. It's like, man, this is my life.
Yeah.
One of them messes up and hurts the other one, and then tears, and then punches are thrown. I'm like, dude, I had this picturesque moment, and then you mess it up.
Moment's gone, dude.
Gone.
Super fast.
And you can't get it back.
No, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah. They don't remember. Sometimes, like, an older guy told me take as many pictures as possible. So sometimes I do that. I look back, and when the house is quiet at night, everybody's sleeping. I'm like, you guys are so precious. But the time when everything's hype, I'm like, oh my gosh. But I try to take as many pictures as possible, and that's how I try to make the moment last. And it's good. We went up to the woods last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago. It was for Father's Day.
Yeah.
And everyone played nice until like the last 5 minutes.
And to ruin it.
I know. I'm like, we're not even done with the trail. It's right there. But they don't see that. It's like
No.
only one doesn't want to play nice anymore. And then, you know,
Just messes
that's
the
it.
whole thing up.
It's done. It's done. But I go back to the pictures. I'm like, oh, that was such a good time.
Yeah, for sure. No, we do the same thing. In fact, we had this repair guy come over the other day, and I took a picture of the issue, and then he's like, "Hey, do you have any pictures or anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me show you a picture." But then I'm scrolling through like a million pictures of my kids. I'm like, "Just
Yeah,
give me 1 second, man. I'll
yeah,
find it." But it's between
yeah,
these cute moments, and I have no idea where the problem is. He's like,
yeah,
take your time. I've got plenty of
yeah,
time just to sit here as you
yeah,
go through family memories.
yeah. He's like, I'm charging you, but I don't really care, dude.
Yeah, this is by the hour. Take your time, man.
Yeah, dude, I upped my Apple iCloud
Yeah, you
memory
have to.
because it's filling up.
Yeah,
It's like, well, we got to keep them. I'll go through them at one point, even though it's like I have to take 10 pictures just to get one good picture. But I had to go through. Next thing you know, yeah, it's like 50 moments of the same. 50 pictures of the same moment.
right.
So it's like you remember growing up, you have those girls in like junior high or whatever. They'll take the same picture and upload all of them. It's like you didn't even move. It's the same. It's the same picture.
It's the
That's
same
how
thing.
I get it now. I completely get it because I'm like, no, bro, the angle changed a little bit. It's just the lighting's a little different. So I feel
It
like
makes a huge difference.
yeah, I can't delete any of them. So I got like 50 of the same.
Yeah, man. No, it's I'll tell you what, we had to get new phones the other day, and like I know these dudes know what they're doing, but when we go into the phone place, and I know it's simple, but like when they're making that transfer from your old phone to your new phone,
Yeah.
I'm looking at them like, you don't understand. I have a lot of
Yeah.
precious memories on this phone. I'm not a guy who's gonna fight, but we will fight if you lose this.
Yeah.
If you jack
It's
this
a
up, we're gonna have a
panic,
huge
dude.
problem.
Yeah, man. It's a panic, dude. It's almost like a Mission Impossible, like disarming a bomb. You're like worried. You're like, don't lose anything, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it
100%.
drives me crazy. Even sometimes I'll back it up. And I remember one time I went in, I was like, oh, I didn't back up my information. He's like, oh, dude, it's wireless, bro. It's wireless. And I ended up losing I know I lost some pictures. And he was like, there's
Yeah.
no. I'm like, no, dude, I'm losing like a decade, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When he says bro, he's like, it's wireless, bro. Like
It's
automatically, I
wireless,
don't
bro.
trust
Don't
you.
trip, bro. Don't trip, old guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't trust him.
Yeah. One of those new kids, they were
That's
showing
awesome.
customer service. Is like, I got you, bro.
Yeah, like no, I don't think so. Let me talk to
Yeah.
someone else. Let me talk to someone else.
Dude, this other day, this kid called me Onk. He was like, what's up, Onk?
Oh,
Like,
how'd you
Uncle.
feel about
Yeah, I
that?
was like, like what?
But how
Me?
old was he?
He was a kid. He was probably maybe, I don't know, young 20s, if not 19. He just was
Oh,
walking by. He was like, what's up, Onk? I
oh,
was
just
like,
walking by.
yeah, yeah. I was like, bro, what do you see? What do you see, my guy? Like, tell me. Yeah, I was like,
Man,
I got some Onk now. It's
that's
weird.
tough. When I was younger, I was probably like sixth grade maybe, and I was old enough to recognize the severity of what was about to happen. But I was at the grocery store with my mom, and this is the grocery store she still goes to, and she goes to all the time. She knows the workers there, and the
Mhm.
cashier that was ringing her up said, "Hey, oh, is this your grandson?" To me, and I'm like, "Oh man, I've never witnessed someone being murdered, but this might be the first day." And she gave him a look like you're dead to
Oh,
me. And every moment from that point on, if she was in his
oh
line,
no.
if she saw him at the store, she gave him the death stare, like,
Oh
and he knew
no.
and he would do this thing. He's like, "Hey,
You
young
know,
lady, how are you?" It's like, it's too
yeah.
late, man.
Too late, dude.
You
There's
messed
no
up.
recoup.
You messed
There's
up.
no recoup, bro. You can't backtrack.
Yeah,
You're
like that
supposed
was
to
a bold
live
move.
with
And that was
it.
stupid. What were you doing?
Oh, dude,
Always,
that's
always guess
cowardly.
younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was he? He probably was young.
Ah, no, he was probably around her age. That's why I'm like,
Oh,
it was a huge error. He
see,
screwed up.
yeah. I don't know how you really do it.
Yeah, no, he
You know,
messed up for sure.
when I
But
see a like a mature lady, she's having a birthday. I'm always shooting young. I'm like, oh, he's celebrating 21st.
there you go. She got like
I
a
know.
walker, a cane,
Yeah,
oxygen tank. It's like, I
yeah.
don't care.
Hey, young lady. Yeah, dude.
Like, when did you graduate high school?
Yeah, yeah. Dude. Must have been his first day at work. I don't know how he messed that up.
Man, yeah, it's a scary thing. I don't mess with that. But
No.
but anyways, man, I am super glad that you were willing to come on, especially last minute. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I was, back when they were still doing the juice, when Trent was doing the juice, I was watching you on there. I was like, man, I was jealous. I'm like, I need to have this dude more often. So once they stopped that, I saw my opportunity.
It's all good, man. Dude, I don't know what it was, COVID, but I feel like I was doing, it was like podcast season, and that was a great time. It was a great time with the juice. It was a great time here. And I mean, I like talking anyway, so it's hard to shut me up, but I had a great time.
Hey man, that's why we like having you on because, like I said, your downloads for the episode did very well. So people like hearing you talk, man. So,
Oh, and let's go. I was mad Alexis beat me out though when you did.
Oh, the tournament.
Oh my God, I took that to heart. I actually was pretty upset because
I had a feeling.
some of my guy friends traded on me and was like, "Nah, bro, she's a baddie," and they started voting for her. I was like, "Bro, you're dead to me, bro. You're dead to me."
Hey, I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna snitch on anybody. But last year when we did the tournament, I got some messages from some people that you would know, saying that the same thing happened to them because of the person they were running against. And they're like, "Hey, man, I saw about 5 pictures of that girl that made me turn on you very
Was
quickly."
it Alexis again?
Not a different girl.
Oh yeah,
But
dude.
no, they said yeah, and they sent
Yeah,
the person
yeah,
a picture of like, because see this picture right here, you're
yeah,
dead to me. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
voting for you
yeah.
ever again.
It's like,
So
dude, you're
it
dead, dude.
happens. But yeah, it was a
You
fun
don't even
tournament
know
for
her,
sure.
bro. Yeah,
What's that?
I was like, you don't even know her, bro. That was really the only person I wanted to beat out. And I think when we went head to head, she beat me.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. She had. I mean, yeah. Her army came out of.
I think she smashed me. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was good for a while, and then it turned bad.
It
I
turned
was
out.
excited too, man, because at first it was you and Trent, which I'm like,
Oh,
I could not
yeah.
have even planned for that to happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know you guys are close. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
perfect. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I was disappointed in Trent because he didn't do anything. He didn't post about it. He didn't compete. I was a little disappointed. And then Alexis, made it more interesting for sure.
Yeah. Alexis probably went on there on Instagram, like, hey, y'all vote for me. And it was just done.
Pretty much. She was on a ski lift at one point. She's like, hey, what is this? I think she was like at like some ski resort. And she's like, what is this tournament thing? I said, well, this is what it is. And then she's like, cool. Blasted it out there. And that's when things went downhill for you.
But why are you telling me that, bro? I'm over here working 9 to 5 trying to get the votes in, and she's on vacation
She's on the slopes.
and chilling. No, bro.
It's tough. It's cutthroat, man, out there. It's cutthroat.
Oh man, yeah, dude. She's a great gal. She's great, but
no, she's one of our favorites too. In fact, I reached out to her. Have not heard back. Not for this episode. A little while ago, I haven't heard back.
A while ago, she never hit you back.
No, which was a problem. I'll be honest, it was a problem in my marriage for a while because my sister and my wife are good friends with Alexis. And
she hit them up.
Well, no, that was the problem. I reached out to her a little while ago, 2 years ago. I said, hey, would you be interested in being on the podcast? I got an immediate response. Well, at the time, they had sent her like 5 texts that she never responded to.
Yeah.
And so I put it on our family calendars. Hey, I've got a podcast this Tuesday. And immediately when I walked in the door of our house, I didn't get like, hey, how's your day from my wife? Nothing. She's like, hey, I saw you have Alexis on the podcast. How'd that happen? I'm like,
yeah.
Oops. And so I just texted her. She's like, oh, no, that's cool. I text her all the time. She never responds. And then it created a little bit of tension.
Dude.
So,
dude, completely checks, bro. Alexis, back when we were in college together, we did. I have this DVD called The Last Dragon. I'm still laughing about. My eyes are watering from that dude calling your mom.
oh,
grandma. We were in college and I had this old school movie. It's like an '80s movie. It's called The Last Dragon.
sure.
Movie's a smash hit, smash hit. And so anyway, Alexis was like, "Oh, can I borrow it? Like, oh, can I?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, you can borrow it, no problem." Never seen it again, dude. Never.
Still.
Like, where my movie at, bro? It's like it's gone, completely gone. A few years ago, Alexis came over, and it was a group of us, and we're in the backyard hanging out, chilling. And she was like, "Hey, Cedric, you got a sweater?" And so I'm like, "Yeah, for sure, no problem." And I gave her a sweater. So she was like, "Oh, let me get it back to you. Let me just take it home, and I'll get it back to you." I was like, "Say less, bro. No problem. Gone. It's gone.
A DVD and a sweater.
And a sweater, just gone, gone, bro." So,
but if she asked for something now, you would still let her borrow it.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. she slips it in, and it's so chill. It's real cool. Like it's almost like, hey, pass me that soda real quick, or hey, pass me the remote, and it catches you off guard. You're vibing, having a good time, and she's like, hey, let me get a sweater quick. Hey, can I get a sweater? Yeah, let
Sure.
me get you. And then we sit home, be like, ah, she got me again.
She's good. It's like, hey, can I
Yeah,
borrow your keys real quick? I need
yeah,
a car. Like, yeah, no problem. You got to be careful. That's good to know.
yeah.
I have not had that interaction with her. So
Oh yeah, dude. It comes out when everybody's vibing, having a good time.
she's smart.
Yeah,
Don't let her around your kid, maybe. She'll
yeah,
teach him some
yeah.
stuff.
Hey, can I borrow your baby for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, dude.
You
Heck
don't
yeah,
see him until
dude.
like they're like 16 years old.
Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah, I remember when they're 16. I'm like, did I have another kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was two of these things.
I thought it
Maybe
was two
not.
of these bad boys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man,
That's
that was how she
awesome.
was, dude. She's funny.
No, she's great.
I think she's
Yeah,
out in
she's awesome.
Folsom now, right?
I
She's
think
busy.
so.
She stays busy.
She's always doing something. I feel like,
Oh,
at one point she'll be in Folsom and then the next time she posts, she's in like Cabo or something, on
yeah,
vacation.
yeah, bro. It's never up the street.
And it's never, it's never up the street.
It's never up the street.
No,
She's like,
never.
where you at? Like, oh, I'm in the Bahamas. Like, what? Girl, you're here Thursday. It's a
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon. What are you doing in the Bahamas?
No, she's awesome. Yeah, we love Alexis on the show.
Yeah, she's
Another popular guest of ours. But anyways, man, we could just kind of BS about this stuff all the time. But
yeah.
I had you on here because the day when people are listening to this right now, it is 4th of July. And I did this episode with my brother last year, and we were talking about all kinds of crazy stuff when it comes to 4th of July. Let me ask you this. Let's start off here. Are you a fan of like 4th of July parties, fireworks? Are you a fan of it? Or are you just like, nah, I'm good?
See, I used to not be like, but Fourth of July and Halloween are my favorite holidays. So
Really?
yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to not. I used to not really trip on Fourth of July, but I always try to dress decked out on Fourth of July stuff, and I try to get my kids dressed out on Fourth of July stuff and my wife. Um, but I love it. It's not that we do anything traditional,
Yeah.
but I do love just the turn up of it, the celebration of it, um, and I act a fool. So I act like I'm a hardcore patriot, which I'm a patriot, but I dial it up to an 11. So
Okay.
I do enjoy it, man. I do.
Awesome. Now, how about fireworks though? Like, are fireworks a big thing? Because fireworks, especially for a dude, I always feel like fireworks is a thing that you love as a kid, and then you still love as an adult, but then you have access to way more than you should, and you still
Yeah,
make dumb kid decisions.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Yeah.
I've seen grown men come very close to losing fingers,
Oh yeah,
losing eyes. Like they make a lot of dumb decisions. Like it's like we can't get that out of our head, even
yeah,
with growing up and having kids, families. Doesn't matter. Like there's always that temptation to like that Joe Dirt thing, right? It's like sticking an M80 up a bullfrog's butt. Like
yeah,
there's always that temptation. You know what I mean?
yeah,
To like
yeah,
think about doing something stupid with it.
yeah. Dude, it's see, here's the thing that's weird about me, and like people find out. I try to be like a law-abiding citizen, so I don't like go too crazy with the fireworks,
Yeah.
and I try to get something. If anything, I do spend too much, and the fireworks aren't that great. But I don't mind if somebody else like wows out with the fireworks. They go all crazy with the fireworks. It's just I try not to get the crazy ones. I
What do you
try
mean?
to
What do you mean the crazy ones?
like the ones that shoot in the sky. The Zoopers, the Zays, the Z-By, the Hee-Haws, all those. I don't try
Yeah.
to get. I don't try to get those. I'll just go to Fourth of July. I'll just pull up and just see what they have left. Most of the time, I procrastinate and I do it last minute, and I'm like, all right, give me these and that and that. Let's have a good time. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. It's the same thing. Like, I don't. I don't speed either. People think I drive slow, and I don't think it's driving slow if you go the speed limit. You you are the criminal. You're the criminals. You guys are driving super fast.
That's a
Back to
good
the
point.
future. You know.
I didn't know that, man. You're a slow driver, or like
Oh, what did you just
you're a speed.
That's my point. No,
You're right. I made your point for you. See, I can't
yeah,
even get that out of my head. You're right.
yeah. I drive the speed limit.
You're a law-abiding
Sometimes,
citizen.
yes, dude. Check this out. I'll tell you the time when I was driving fast. When my wife's water broke, I went 75.
Okay.
Yeah,
And did that make you nervous, or were you just so focused on getting your
Oh,
wife there? Didn't
dude, if there was wings on that car, I'll be flying. 75 to the hospital, bro. I was gone. I'll tell you. I'll tell you now. I was fast.
I was fast.
Yeah, dude, 75 is like, yeah.
So see, that's the place you want to be. That's probably good. That's the kind of driver you want to be. Like a normal
Dude,
situation, you're driving the speed limit like you should
let's
be.
go. Yes.
But if you've got to get something done and someone's life depends on it, or there's like an emergency situation, you have the
I'll hit
ability
that
to
75. Yeah, I'll hit that turbo button. You
you
know
turn
what
into
I
like a
mean?
superhero driver.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll flip that switch and hit that turbo. There's do you know Dwayne Coleman?
Yeah, I know who he is. We've had a couple conversations. I don't know him well, but I do know him.
You gotta have him on. But dude, he's like twisted and turning when I'm driving. And I'm like, so if I go fast, going through between cars, it's normal? Like, dude, I think you just been desensitized, my guy.
Oh, so
Like,
he's a fast driver.
I don't think he's even fast. He just is like, oh, we're gonna be late. Like we do certain things. Like if we go to the movie theaters, we want to be on time and things like that. But I'm like, bro, if you leave early, my guy, if you leave early, we're good.
Good point.
So, but
See,
he's always late.
see, that's just like a grown man responsible
Hey,
mindset.
that's cool, dude.
Right?
Yes,
Do I
yes.
follow it all the time? No, I don't. But
Yeah,
that's how
no,
it should be.
no.
That's how it should be.
I pick and choose,
Yeah.
but when it comes to certain things, I like to stay in my lane.
There you go.
But with the fireworks, yeah, dude, I'm like, yeah, I don't go all out. Like, even though I do love it, like maybe we'll barbecue. Like this year, I think we're just going to Reno. There's no hardcore traditions that we do,
Sure.
but I just love dressing up and get all involved into it. You know.
Just having a good time. Man, you mentioned the fireworks price. Those things, the price of fireworks gets wild. In fact, I was watching, I was reading on Reddit. I was looking for just different ideas. And it was am I a hole or am I the a-hole thread about 4th of July? And this one guy was, basically saying he paid $3,000 for fireworks. And then his boy wanted him to also pay for the food for the party. And I'm like, his whole thing was like, should I pay for this food or not? I'm like, forget the food. Why are you paying $3,000 for fireworks? My man, what are you doing?
Bro, at this point, if you're buying $3,000 fireworks, I'm expecting food. I'm expecting you to be the food, dude. Yeah, man. I'm like,
it's got to be catered at that point. Like if you have $3,000 to spend on fireworks, like this should be like a fancy catered party.
dude, that's a light show. Dude, that's a block party
So
for
you see
the
at
whole
Disneyland.
street.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, dude. What type of fireworks you got, my guy? Yeah,
It's probably like he's like sending up drones. Like this is not
3,000.
$3,000. Like, and the problem I had too is as I was looking at the comments, everybody's like, "No, you shouldn't pay for the food." I'm like, again, everybody should stop right now.
Stop. Yeah,
$3,000 for fireworks. This is insane.
yeah, man. I couldn't. I mean, as far as I know, I think like I know Sacramento's not too crazy, but other places, do they go all out? Like,
Yeah.
you stop by like I don't know Texas or Kansas City or something like. You were like, dude, what the heck? It's like a war zone out here, man. This thing is lighting up everywhere. How's the sky just so lit up? Yeah, man, it's crazy. But there was back in the day, we used to climb a church back in the day. I won't say the name, but it was a big church. We used to climb at the tippy top of the church.
I might be familiar.
Yeah. we used to climb at the tip top. And then you could see like all the surrounding events shooting up fireworks, and that was dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
No, now have you taken your kids to the fireworks stand? Because I've always had this, I said this last year with my brother. I have this theory about like I think some of those fireworks, like we know they suck. Like some of these fireworks they're not good. But what they do is the packaging is so dope for a kid. And I remember seeing these certain fireworks as a kid. I'm like, Mom, like that's the one right there. And she's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, no, Mom, I'm telling you, that thing has a dinosaur on it. And that thing's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. And the thing lasts for like 2 seconds. And she's like, I just wasted five or six bucks on that stupid dinosaur. And so I think they do it on purpose. So I've never taken my kids there because I'm afraid to. Like we just pick up the fireworks. It's like, this is what we have.
Yeah, this is it.
Have you taken your kids there? Because I feel like it's a dangerous thing to do.
See, no, I haven't. That's very smart. I'm trying to think. No, dude. So here's the thing. Like, my oldest is pretty chill. Like,
Yeah.
she's pretty gullible and she's really sweet. So I feel like anything. If she was like, "Oh, I want to get that one," I was like, "Oh, that's not a good one." She's like, "You're right, Dad. Like what's best, Dad.
Yeah.
How about that one?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, not that one, baby, but this one." She's like, "That's it, Father. That's
The
it."
one.
Yeah. So my oldest she just really just wants to have a good time. But if I brought my twins, yeah, I think my middle one would be demanding of like this and that. She wants like a certain one. But yeah, dude, my yeah, I don't think yeah, I might have to try it, but yeah, they never it never was a thing like that. But it's literally burning money.
100%. Yeah, right. Literally. Well, it's
Literally.
always weird when you go to those things too, because it's like most of those places are trying to raise money for something, whether it be a school or some kind of
Yeah.
program. But every time I've gone, you try to go there and I'm going to buy 5 things. And the guy's like, you know what else? Let me throw this in. And they start just chucking stuff in the bag. Like, how are you guys making money? Like, you're just giving fireworks away. And I'm not convinced. Like, I think anytime that because my brother made this point last year, he's like, some of these dudes who work there, like, they're not doing the math right. And I
No.
feel like you're either getting overcharged or undercharged, but
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
way they're getting the exact amount any
Yeah,
of those times. No way.
yeah, bro. The math ain't mathing. You know what I
No,
mean? But it is what it is. That's the thing too. Is like that whole throw in the bag thing. It makes you feel so good.
it makes me feel very good.
Yeah, dude. Then I was like, hey, bro, let me give you 2 zippity doo dah days. It's like, hey, bro, that's it. Hey, thanks, bro. It feels
Yeah.
good. So, and sometimes you want to buy more. You're like, hey, thanks, dude. I came to the spot. Bring
Right.
it home. Sometimes I'm like proud. I come back to my family. I'm like, look, we got more.
Right.
We got more.
Well, and then they look at you like you're the mayor. It's like, I know a guy,
Yeah.
he hooked me up.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I don't go. Do you go to the same one every year? I go to a different one every year.
There's a couple different ones I go to because I have connections with people, whether it's like a coach that I know or a program that I know. What's weird though, and this always gets awkward, is if you don't go to one year and they see you, it's like, hey, we didn't see you this year. Because I went to the other place.
Yeah.
Or I just lie. I'm like, we didn't buy fireworks this year. Sorry, man.
Dude,
Like,
I gotta rotate, bro. I gotta spread this money, dude.
that's what I'm saying. Especially I remember my family, you have my mom and dad had, they have 4 kids, different baseball programs, different softball programs. It's like you have all these different things that have booths. And then at some point, like, you can't, again, they're going to be the person that buys $3,000 worth of fireworks if they go to every single one for,
Right.
all these fireworks. So like you said, you got to spread the love and just how it works.
Can't make it happen. I can't do it for everybody, dude. Yeah, man. There's I go to a different one every time. And again, it's probably last minute. I go like July 3rd or maybe on the 4th. And yeah, I just buy whatever's there. But I go to a different one. But maybe I should look at I feel like I know somebody who's doing something, so I should check it out too.
I try to, but like you said, there are times where I'm like, I see a stand, I'm like, I'm just gonna go to this one.
Sounds like a winner. Yeah.
Yeah, this will work. They have fireworks. It'll be fine.
Yeah. That's
So,
right, dude.
yeah, but no, it's interesting. We used to have a neighbor at my parents' house that lived across the street that he didn't buy $3,000 worth, but he was buying like $500 worth, which is still a lot of money.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And I don't know about you, man, but sometimes when you're watching these fireworks, it gets to a certain point where I'm like, what time is it? Like, are we still doing this? Because like it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
For the most part. Maybe every once in a while you get one that explodes, which is exciting, or one of those like the spinning ones.
Yeah.
Like flies over the roof, like something exciting happens. But for the most part, it's the same firework. And it's like, man, and then it's like so smoky, you can't see anything anyways.
Oh yeah.
People are coughing.
Dude, we're getting old, man. Look at the
It's 100%.
We gotta wrap this bad boy up.
I'm yawning over here, like I'm falling asleep.
Dude, we did which one was it? There was another fireworks I left because I was like, you guys, they're like, oh, dude, we got more. Like, it's getting better and it's getting better. I'm like, getting better, my guy. You guys are shooting off bazookas. My ears was hurting, dude. Man, one of them went into like the yard. I was like, dude, that kid, y'all are not professionals.
Yeah,
Y'all are wilding out here. I need to go home, dude. I need to make it home.
that's a smart decision. That is a
Man,
smart decision. Yeah, because like yeah, they're never professionals. It's
no.
it's always and it's always the guy is like I got this handled. Like you,
Yes, yeah,
it's like man, no one in this family trusts you. Like why would
yeah.
we let you do fireworks?
It's like, oh, dude, but they're so sometimes they look so confident, like, oh, I got it, like, oh, that's what's up. You do this all the time. No, 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 I'm a mailman, bro. It's like, oh,
Oh, so you have no experience? Not at all.
okay, not at all. Never done this, bro.
Yeah,
Never. I
it's like
see the
man, I've
couple.
seen you deliver my mail. You don't even do that right. Like how would I
Yeah,
trust you,
yeah, man.
man? Yeah, it's well, actually that's funny because I told you before we start recording, I actually pulled up an article. I want to get your thoughts on this.
Oh
So,
yeah,
because I think what the person that you just mentioned is probably a part of this group, but these are 10 4th of July personalities that you would most likely see if you go to a 4th of July celebration or party. So the
that's
first one
right.
is the host, and
Yeah,
their point was basically, okay, the host is
yeah,
probably the person who's working the hardest, gets the least amount of love,
yep,
and the whole thing's happening because of this one person, and
yep,
they're probably running around like crazy,
yep.
which kind of sucks. Like they're opening up their
Not
home,
having a good time.
they're not having a good time. You're 100%
Not having a good time, dude. Hosts never having a good time.
no. It's like as soon as they open the door for that first person to walk through, they immediately want all of the people to leave. It's like
Oh yeah,
I can't
oh
wait for
yeah,
this thing to be over because this thing sucks.
yeah, oh yeah, man. Have you ever hosted a shindig like that?
Not huge. I mean, we've hosted. My mom's a really good host. So I've taken a lot of things from her, and I've tried because she's really good at it, and so I've tried to do that anytime we've had some family over and stuff like that. So nothing crazy,
Yeah,
but small stuff. Have you?
yeah. Small stuff too, nothing crazy. But I feel like anytime I have hosts, it's one of two things. It's either I'm not having a good time, I'm running around with my head cut off, or I just let them destroy the house and like
Right.
just have to clean it up later.
They treat it like a rental car.
Yeah,
Just, you know what I mean? It's like, hey,
yeah. I could say, you know what, I'm gonna have a great time, and I'm just gonna spend the next day cleaning up everything, or I'm running around with my head cut off.
yeah, which is not fun. And two things that always stick out to me when you are hosting, especially with people that don't know you, super well, maybe a
Yeah,
little bit, like a friend of a friend or a friend of a family member. Every once in a while they'll stop you. It's like, hey, relax, chill out. It's like, you don't understand. I'm hosting this. That's not an option for me right now. I hate when they say that. It's like, you just relax, sit down.
yeah. Are they trying to have a long conversation?
Right.
How was your week?
100%.
How was my week? How about my last couple hours, my guy?
Right.
I gotta go. Yeah,
Like you said,
man.
it's been a war this like you said, last couple hours,
Some of them
just
get offended.
chaos. And you're asking me how I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
and some of them get offended. They're like,
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean? No, you don't understand. I just need you to shut up. Just shut up right now, walk away. Or there's a person who spills something and it's like they spill something on the carpet or and it's like, no, it's all good. But inside you're like, if I could kill you right now,
not good.
not
Yeah,
good at all. But I gotta play it off like it's cool. Like, no, it happens all the time. It never happens. There's
that's
never
one
been a stay
thing.
on this carpet.
Never, dude. That's one thing that we really wanted. Like our house is pretty stay proof and baby proof. Like we don't really have any carpet. Or we have like those detachable carpet like rugs that you can just throw in the washer.
There you go.
Yeah, so anything like that does help. But if you half clean it up, the next thing you know, your sock is like sticking to it. You know what I mean? So my kids like do that crap, dude. They'll like take a napkin and like just glaze it over the mess and like, oh yeah, I just painted, the whole floor with orange juice. I was like,
Oh,
that's good. And then you get up like, 2 hours later and your sock, you just come out of your sock, So it's like
100%.
that too. Yeah, man.
Oh man, do you know how many times, and I'm sure this is the same for you, do you know how many times I've had a fruit snack stuck to my butt? Because it was, you know what I mean? Because it was on the couch. Like,
Yeah,
oh, what is that? Oh,
yeah,
it's a Mickey Mouse fruit snack with
someone,
caffeine.
one of you guys tried to be slick, tried to
Yeah.
put it in, left it in the couch.
This
Yeah.
one's got jokes here.
Do you have a? Oh, what was the other ones? The other list?
Oh, yeah. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay. So the next person on this list is the drunk one. So
Oh
I'll be
yeah,
honest. Like my family doesn't drink. I don't drink.
yeah,
So I'm not around this a ton. Now I've been around this enough to know, and I can imagine what that would be like at a 4th of July party. But this one I don't have as much insight on. But I mean, I don't know. Have you been in that situation where you have that one person that you just know, even when they get there, it's like, okay,
yeah, yeah.
this person's gonna let loose.
It's me, my dude.
It's
No, 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 no,
perfect. There we go.
no, no, no.
First hand experience.
Dude, I'm a lightweight. Dude. If I smell alcohol, like I drink
Really?
two. I think I drink 2 White Claws, and I'm floored, bro.
You're done.
Everybody knows that. Like I'm just a lightweight. Even being a big dude, I don't know. I don't know why, but I just can't. I can't handle my alcohol.
So
Um,
that's surprising. I thought I would have guessed because you are a bigger dude that you would have been able to
I,
handle a lot.
I'll disappear, bro. I'll disappear on the whole squad, and I'll be in somebody's bed taking a nappy nap, dude. I can't do it. I can't do it, dude. Like at my mom's house, we're all having a good time while drinking, and I just can't. I'm like, at one point, I was like, in my sister's bed, she's like, "Where's Cedric?" I was just like, "I'm out. I'm out, guys. I'll see you in the morning." I just can't do it. But the drunk person, it could go one or two ways, right? It could go, they're a great time, or they're just a sloppy mess.
Which is tough because that person ends up ruining the party. Like it
I
brings
know,
everything to a screeching halt because of something they do.
dude. I can't. It's yeah, yeah. It does. Yeah, yeah, dude. We had for my bachelor party. I won't say names, but we had,
It's gonna be a good story when you say that.
it's somebody so I can tell you after. But
Okay.
at my bachelor party, someone got drunk at my bachelor party and started bringing up stories of their friend like knocking people out. Right? And I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no clue why. But he just was like, "Oh yeah." But the guy that he's describing is probably maybe 126 pounds, maybe 150 pounds, maybe 5'2", maybe 5'4".
Oh no.
Like, yeah, I was just like, "Oh yeah, this guy, he knocks out chicks at parties, bro." Like, I was like, so we started making fun of him. And he's drunk. The guy is drunk, but we started
Yeah.
making fun of his friend, and he did not like it. He was like, "Oh, dude, he come in here and knock all y'all out." I was like, "What? What?"
It's like, man, none of us are shorter than 5'7".
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My God. Dude, he was like, "Yeah, dude, he'll come and knock all you guys out, dude." And I had this
Oh
guy,
man.
one of my friends. He's like built like a Samoan, and he was like, "Dude, he'll sleep this dude right now, bro." It's like, wait, I was like, his greatest fight is fighting some woman, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, slept her, dude, slept her." It's just like, what? But anyway, it was like he didn't ruin the party, but it's one of those things like, "Oh, this could go south," It's just like, all right, dude. All right, we all don't want to get beat up by
Man,
the
which is
hobgobbler,
yeah.
all good, dude. No.
Which is so tough too, because like when you have something there that's like on a tee, like on a silver platter, and you can just keep roasting that person,
Roasting it.
but you also know if you keep going that direction, then it's gonna get ugly. That's a tough
Yeah.
spot. It's a
Yeah,
tough
yeah.
spot. It takes some
Like, all right.
discipline to stop that.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, we're like, all right, dude, it's all good. But
So we'll joke more about it once he leaves.
he called an Uber, and I was like convinced he was going to come back with his friend. I was like, he left. He left. Dude, he was outside, like still yelling at, like, "Oh, okay, oh, you guys." The Uber door opened and everything. And I'm like, "All right, bro, have a good night, dude."
Man.
Like, yeah. But I was like, he's coming back, dude. He's
Yeah,
coming back.
100%.
He may not be able to drive, but he's going to ride his bike up here or something, dude. He's ready to go. Him and his friend are ready to go, bro.
Jeez. See, well, there you go. Same type
Yeah,
of thing can happen at the 4th of July party. Not you don't want it to happen, but there's that one person that just can't quite control it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%. All right, man. We got the next one. We got the one who brought the potato salad. Now, this person, I thought that was interesting because again, I'm in a very fortunate situation where my mom's potato salad is really good.
Oh yeah,
And so I always feel bad for people. They're like, "Hey, this person brought potato salad." I'm like, "Ooh," you can just tell
yeah.
it's not great. It's like my standard of living when it came to potato salad is pretty high.
It's top
And
tier.
so, like she's like the hero when she walks in with her potato salad. Other
Oh yeah,
people,
fire.
it's good.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. Other people,
Yeah,
when they
man.
bring it, it's like, dang, that person brought it. Because
Yeah,
that it sucks.
it's like bringing like a fruit cake. Like you
Yeah.
just like, dude, what? Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, dude. I know. Like, I'm not too fond of everybody's potato salad. Oh, there's a firework right there. I'm not too crazy about everybody's potato salad. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think period. I'm not too crazy about potato salad. I know me and Dwayne have a thing where like we look across the room if we ever are at a party. I'm just like,
No.
I sometimes it's like, so okay,
It's an unspoken thing.
yes, unspoken thing. We do a long blink. It's like, okay, I got you, bro. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think potato salad's like hit and miss for me. But most of the time, I pass.
Interesting. Yeah. It's like I said, I will pass quite a bit, depending on who brings it. Like and I'll let them know. There's certain people I know if they make it, just know I'm not going to eat your potato salad.
Yeah,
It's nothing personal. You're just not very good at it. So
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Why does your potato salad taste like 7-Up? I just can't.
Right.
I can't. Yeah, I'll pass on it.
Yeah, so you should have gone store bought. Like I know you were trying to do something nice, but just go to the store,
Yeah.
buy something.
Yeah.
Don't try to be a hero here.
Just don't bring some Funyuns or something.
Bring the Funyuns. That's not a
Yeah.
bad call.
But your Funyuns are those bag of chips that nobody really asked to bring, but they are the first ones gone.
It's a good point. Those
It's
are big
fire.
in middle school. Funyuns
Huge.
in middle school.
Huge.
There's like Funyuns and Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, dude, the combo of the century. Yeah, it's good. It
was always tough too because I feel like you'd have I knew kids that was like their diet. It was like Funyuns, Mountain Dew, and then they're like they have like pimples acting all over the face. Like I don't know, I can't get rid of it. I'm like I think I got the solution for you.
Like I know.
Yeah.
Like I know.
So you're basically rubbing Funyuns all over your face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Randy, do you remember Randy?
Yeah. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Yeah, I think he's out in Kansas. He has a family now, dude.
Oh, good for him.
Prosper. Yeah, we visited him a year ago. I think everything's a year ago now, but we visited him not too long ago. Me and my daughter. But he would have land parties, and they would just have crates of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
They would just be out there, dude, just in the front room, just pounding Mountain Dews. I'll go to sleep, wake up, and they're still good to go.
Man,
so I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
No, like you said, we are starting to sound old on this podcast. Like,
yeah.
So I'm thinking the same thing. Like, man, that sounds awful.
Sounds
like,
terrible.
Do that.
Sounds Mountain Dew terrible. Yeah.
And I mean, I was talking to Travis Cole.
Yeah.
He's been on this podcast a few times, and one of the last times I was talking to him, we were joking about like when you're playing, sports, and before you played sports when you were younger, you'd eat like a half a box of pizza, you're drinking soda, and it's like, hey, let me go ball. Now I'm like, man, if I eat too much before a game,
it's going up.
I'm yakking everywhere, and
it's going up, dude.
I'm getting sick. I feel horrible. I'm like, I'm looking for a sub. Like, can I get out of this game real quick? Because I'm struggling. It's a very different thing.
It's different, man. It is weird. Again, we're the uncles now, so it's super.
I'm gonna be on the look. I'm gonna be nervous every time I pass a kid now. He's gonna call
me like, don't you freaking dare, dude. How old are you? Are you 30? Are we the same age?
So
I'm 35.
I'll be 35 next month.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. How old are you?
35.
Okay, yeah. Same age, basically. Yeah.
It's weird, man. It is weird.
It is very strange. This next one, man, I think you have some experience with this one for sure, based on what we've already talked about. This person is the one who brought all the kids to the party.
Oh, yeah.
Do you bring all the kids to the party?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I want to have a good time. Oh, dude, I won't go. I won't go, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if we do, like, say if me and my wife, we go to like one of her friends' birthday parties. I mean, like 4th of July or whatever it is. Excuse me, if we bring the kids, like, I'll leave later and let her have a good time with her friends. If I'm with my family, we come early with the kids, kind of just say hi. Everyone say hi, and then we'll kind of leave. she'll leave, and then I'll get to hang out, and enjoy the time, whatever occasion it is. So yeah, dude, my twins are good for a little bit, but then they want to swing from your ceiling top.
Yeah.
You know, my oldest again, she'll sometimes it'll be me and her. We can stay. She'll go upstairs and play video game or play with the other kids, but we try to be pretty good without bringing our legion of fries.
Yeah. The Legion of Fries. I like that.
Yeah, dude, we call them sweet potato fries, we call bucket of fries, double order of fries. We call them everything, dude.
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Yeah, because I know there are people that will bring the kids, but see, here's the problem. And I love kids. I've got two of my own.
yeah,
Just I was with Rachel's family this past weekend in Tahoe. Cousins and everything. I'll be honest. I'm a fun uncle. We were playing with the kids the whole time,
yeah,
so I
yeah,
love kids. It is weird though when you have those people that bring kids to the party and they let them loose like they're dogs at like a dog park, where it's
yeah.
like once you're inside the cage, take the leash off, let them run.
The worst. I know.
It's like their daycare. It's like, no, it's not a daycare. Like the kids, like you said, swing off the chandelier. They're
Yeah.
putting stuff in the toilet. Like stuff is going wild right
Oh,
now. It's like
Johnny.
at least
Yeah,
they're in the house.
yeah. It's like, oh, there goes Johnny. I'm like, yeah, go get Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny sucks. You
Yeah,
didn't bite
dude.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny has a knife in his hand, threatening everybody, dude. They're like, oh, he's just trying to say hello. I'm like, Johnny's about to commit a crime, dude. Yeah, man, we don't do that. I know there's people who just let their kids run rampant, and
They're too comfortable.
yeah, most of my family's pretty good, but I've been at parties. I'm just like, whose kid is on my back right now,
Yeah.
But it's been pretty chill. I think the worst is when I go to like a park, and I'm hanging out with my kids, and I'm pretty much an active dad. Like I'm there on the playground, like watching them and walking things through with them.
Sure.
Not like on like the actual equipment, but just really close and monitoring them. And then I think when another parent sees that, they step away. They're like, "Oh, you're good." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Get your kid!" Like,
Right.
dude, I went to one. A parent went to their car to like make a phone call. I'm just like, what? Like, stuff like that. Like, I would never do. But that's what I hate. Is like you're left watching somebody else's kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We've had some of those situations where this drives me nuts. But I've been in a situation before where I was with my wife with our kids at a park, and this random girl just starts talking to us, like just telling us all this information. I'm like and you're looking around like, where's this kid's parents? And the
Yeah,
dude's like, I kid you not, this one situation has happened. I look over and there's this tire swing, and there's this guy
yeah.
sitting there on his phone, literally wearing a Jack Sparrow hat. He's like, that's my dad, the pirate.
The cartoon
The
characters.
cartoon.
Like, yeah,
It's like he hasn't looked over here once. You're talking to another grown man,
yeah,
and
dude.
just like I'm like, man, it's just a
Wild.
wild thing. Yeah,
It's
had
wild.
like the feather coming out of his hat too. I'm like, this is
Dude, that Jack Sparrow's your dad. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you should. I mean, he's not even paying attention. You could have pointed at any other guy and said that's my dad, but you still chose to be honest and say that was him.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, dude, that's so kids are bad, but side note too at parks, I hate it when I get like I feel like sometimes people see someone from a different culture or background or race or something, and they don't know how to like communicate, or
Yeah,
like start a conversation. And I think they overthink it. They end up saying something super stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
or
again,
super racist, or yeah,
not even racist, but like, I've had people say weird things. I'm like, I know you're trying to be nice, but that came up back weird. But like, what I get a lot is like a white lady or something will come over and see me hanging out with the kids, and I'm at a park, and it's like just my kids, like the only black kids there, and they're all like, "Oh, is this one yours?" I'm like, "Yes, Karen, the black one's mine." Yeah,
how'd you guess,
yeah. I was like, is this one yours? I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, hi. I was like, "Oh my god, like, what do
man?
you talk about?" Hate those though.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I'll tell you this one thing before we move on to the next
Mhm.
type of person, because you'll appreciate this as a dad. Um, we were we were with our kids at this place, Wacky Tacky,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and so I may not be allowed back again, but I would
Oh
So we were there, and I was with our 2-year-old, and a lot of kids are running around. It's summer,
Mhm.
a lot of kids on
Popping.
summer break. It's a wild place. So
Yeah, it's popping.
I'm with her, I'm watching out for her, making sure that nobody runs her over. And so I'm on my knee talking to her, and she's at this thing that she can climb up, and I'm like, hey, you want to go this way? You want to go this way? And all of a sudden, this kid who's probably about 3 years older than her runs up to her and just 2 arms shoves her. And I'm like, the first time I've experienced this, I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? Like, what
Yeah,
is your problem? And then
yeah.
all of a sudden I feel this shoulder on or this hand on my shoulder, and this woman, is right behind me. She's like, he has autism. I'm like, oops.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's like, oh, okay. And then it's like this like embarrassment. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And
yeah,
then like,
yeah,
my family hears about it. I get these texts from my brothers like, hey, so I heard you're pushing around autistic kids. What's the deal?
yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oops.
man.
It's tough.
It's you get older. There's one of those things like again as we get more educated on like mental illness
Sure.
and just development issues or things like that, or kids on the spectrum. You gotta be just careful. But I completely been there too. You know what I mean? Like you want to get. I had a kid do that something like that too, and he's like. With one of my daughters was just being kind of weird, but I just paused just a second longer, and I'm like, okay, I think there's something going on here, but I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine trying to like ring a kid. Dude, you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Was it the kid's parent or
Yeah.
was it?
It was the kid's mom. And then it's like, and then you step back, right? And then of course it's not a big place. So I'm passing her like 20 other times. And like multiple
Uh,
times, like, I'm very sorry again. She's like, no, I get it. It's, I'm like, she's like, I would have done the same thing. It's like, I don't know if you would have, but I appreciate you saying that. It makes me feel
yeah,
better. But
yeah,
yeah, it was just one of those tough things. And it's like,
yeah,
yeah, well, yeah, no, I have not heard the end of it from my family. They're like, oh, cool.
yeah,
We didn't realize you were that dude.
yeah.
It's pushing around kids with special needs,
Yeah, dude. It's one
trying
of
to
those things.
bully
The
them.
older I get, dude, the older I get, the more slow I try to be to speak, man.
Yeah,
I'm just like, yeah,
it's
now,
it's
right
true,
now,
man.
those parent instincts do kick in. I
Well,
just hope
that's the
mine's
funny
kick
thing.
in at the right time.
It's always the worst. Well, that's what I was telling someone. Like, you hear these stories of these people. It's like, yo, yeah, my kid was pushed around by this kid, and so I stepped in, and then it's like this heroic moment. Not
Yeah,
me. It's like, oh, now
no,
I'm the bad guy. This is not how it's supposed to go.
yeah, let it die, dude.
Yeah,
Like, don't talk about it. Yeah, man.
yeah. But
I get it.
anyways, man. So okay, well, I know you've got things to do, so I'm gonna I'll keep going through this list. Number
Yeah,
5, the pyromaniac, which is kind of what we talked about
yeah,
before. They're
yeah,
just a little too into, like, it's not
yeah,
just like, hey, I like fireworks. There's like a deep fascination with the fire
yeah,
and the explosions. Like, there's a problem,
yeah. Like they're trying to combine fireworks.
right? It's like
Like
if we
they're
twist all these fuses
yeah,
together, like,
yeah, yeah. I'm only doing that if we try to wrap it up. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's get it going. Like, no,
right,
I got 1,000 left, bro. It's like,
right. Well, I feel
yeah,
like you always had that. I don't know about you, but I feel like, especially in, as you're growing up, going through school and stuff like that as a kid, I feel like everybody's dad around 4th of July. There was always a kid who's like, hey, like, these fireworks are cool. But you know, my dad's got in the attic. Like, what?
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
always something's got like grenades, rocket launchers.
yeah. It's
It's like,
like,
what? Like, always that one kid is like,
why don't you
I
I
got
got a
some
block
stuff.
of TNT, dude? Is this dynamite? Yeah,
Like the one with like the push down thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like blowing up the side of mountains. What are we doing here?
I can't. And even then, like again, I went to one last year, and I'm just like, I can't even finish it. It just was too loud, too bright, too
Yeah,
shiny, too sparkly, and I was like, I gotta go, bro.
I know. It's not my thing. Like, I'm not afraid of fire, but I'm cautious around fire. And
Yeah,
I've seen enough stories of people losing fingers. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to take my daughters to these school functions and like I'm missing 3 of my fingers. It's like, hey, I'm Josh Takimoto. Nice to meet you. Like, I
yeah.
don't want to do
Hey,
that.
I'm the claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might know me as the lobster, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Was it from
No, sure,
was it a
I don't
scary
want.
movie too? He's like, grab my good hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always freaking out. Something crazy like that would happen.
Man, and I like I said, I just know my chances of that happening, I just feel like are always higher than someone else's. Like, it wouldn't
Yeah,
happen to someone else, and then I do it for the first time, boom, missing a
yeah.
leg.
I can't. Sometimes my wife is like, "Oh, can you like fix this?" And I'm like, "I can't level out the ladder." She's like, "Oh, I'll hold it for you." I'm like, "Hold it so my kneecap could just fly away, just fall. This whole thing malfunction, and I lose a toe."
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, not gonna happen to me, man. Not to me. Yeah, I always think something like that's gonna happen to me, man.
Oh man, yeah. Well, let me ask you this. You remember that movie? And it's funny, I've never even seen this movie. I remember the trailers growing up. Final Destination
Oh yeah, they're coming out with another one. I think finally.
was like Final Destination 15. At some
Yeah.
point,
Oh,
this nonsense has got to stop.
they're going to toe Fast and the Furious to whoever gets out first. So yeah, dude,
Just
they're not stopping.
man, but I remember one of the I forgot which movie it was, which number Final Destination, but there was that one scene where the pipe in the back of the truck comes off and like goes to the windshield of the car behind it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
To
yeah,
this day, if I'm pulled up behind a truck that has pipes sticking out of the back, I'm like, this is it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna happen.
I can't. I gotta get the next lane, dude.
I don't want to get
Yeah,
impaled.
yeah, dude. That one was iconic. The roller coaster one was iconic. The
Yeah.
airplane one, like,
Hmm.
just remember, it's like, oh, that's my life. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. If that happens to anybody, I know for a fact it's going
It's gonna
to.
happen.
It's gonna. You guys are gonna have me liquefied in a jar because I can't
You
be
just
in the
went through like the
castle.
propeller of a plane. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think. Yeah, man. I just can't. I cannot, dude.
Okay. So we're on the same page there. We know we both know that there's these pyros out there that love fireworks and love Fourth of July a little too much, but
Yeah.
neither one of us is in that space.
No, 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 no. I like to have a good time. I do like to get into it. And it did take, some of my friends to go into the military stuff for me to really understand to be a patriot. But yeah, when it comes to like the actual fireworks, I guess you could say I'm all talk because when it comes down to the fireworks, dude, I'm ready to do a little here and there light show, and I'm ready to go. I'm
Makes
ready
sense.
to go, dude.
So you're really there for the like the pre fireworks stuff, getting
Oh
dressed
yeah,
up,
yeah,
the red, white, and blue t-shirt, tank
yeah.
top, glasses, all that stuff. But
And
then
a
once
few
the fireworks is
boats.
like back off a little bit.
I'm like, I'm good, dude. Like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. Time to go.
Yeah. I'll see you guys next year.
Yeah, one of
There
those
you go.
rockets is gonna fly into my shoulder, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, dude. Yeah, I'm not a pyro at all.
No, yeah, I'm not either. All right, so we got the next one, the one nobody knows. Now I think this is interesting because I think that does happen quite a bit, where
Yes.
some random person and it's like you're asking everybody like who's that guy, who's that woman? I have
Yeah,
never seen them before, and then people try
yeah,
to explain it, and I'm not even
yeah,
convinced that they really know
no,
either. They're just guessing.
yeah, yeah. Dude, I haven't like. I feel like everything's going away from Fourth of July, but randomly
That's
there was like
okay.
a cowboy that was at my wedding, and I don't know where he came from. No
What?
one knew him. Yeah, dude. It was our wedding was like at a hotel, so it was kind of like they had like this whole I don't know. It was out in Folsom, but we got married like offshoot from the hotel, and of course there's people looking outside like the windows and things like that. But if you look at my pictures, there's a cowboy in the background of my wedding, and I asked him like, "How long was there?" Like, dude, he was there the whole time. I was like, "What?"
Really?
So I'm thinking he was in the hotel and just walked out and just like enjoyed himself. Yeah,
It's like a real life wedding crasher.
yeah, oh, hilarious, dude. But he wasn't making a scene or anything. He was just like, that was beautiful. Like, oh, Cedric, the fries. It's like, who is that guy, dude? Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, same thing at a party, too. Sometimes if they're quiet enough, they can get away. And also the reverse end, if they're fun enough, they can get away with it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
who was that guy? It's like, I don't know, but he was a blast.
We love that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love that guy.
We love that guy more than some of our own family and friends.
Yeah,
That's funny. I'm just, man, that's so funny. I just have this image now of a cowboy at your wedding, just
yeah,
chilling
dude.
there.
He wasn't like underdressed either. You know, it was like he just popped up. I was like, "Do you know this dude?" She's like, "No clue, no clue." Who that guy is. Didn't stay the whole time either. You know,
Man,
he was walking
that's
out the
awesome.
door. He had a little soul music. He was like, "All right, you guys, I'm out. I'm out of here." We had an
Jeez.
open bar too, so he probably even had a few drinks. It was like, "It's a good time, guys."
He's like, this is the best night of my life.
It's the best night of my life. I'm gonna live forever. Just walked out. and just walked out, dude. Yeah. Just ran out like I was. Oh, what, it was wild, man. It was a good time though.
Man, I love that. So that's a perfect example. So I'm sure it happens at Fourth. It seems like it'd be a little tougher at a Fourth of July party. Like a wedding, it makes sense. Even like
Yeah,
Christmas, like I feel like Christmas, you have people like randomly bring, like a new boyfriend, new girlfriend,
yeah,
something like
dude.
that, and you can always tell. That's one of me and my brother. It's our favorite things with some of these holiday parties. It's
Yeah,
like guessing like that's a new boyfriend, new girlfriend. They're not gonna be here next year. You can just tell.
yeah. You just know.
It's like
Not gonna
you
last.
got to enjoy the food and the party right now because you're not coming back next year.
Oh, you're not gonna last.
This
There's
thing's
a
not gonna last.
yeah. I got like I have adoptive parents. They're Hispanic, and there's a couple things you do when you come in the home. Like you gotta greet the women
Sure.
in the house. You gotta get the elders in the house. If you don't do it, everyone's gonna be talking about you, and that's one of the things too. I'm like, oh, she's not gonna last.
Yeah.
So she's sitting there quiet, doesn't say hi to them. Like, hi, how you doing? I'm like, oh no,
Ooh, ooh.
everyone's talking about you.
Oh,
Um,
that's the worst.
dude, but what's funny is I've been to a party where I was the guy that nobody knew at first.
Really?
Yeah, I was bamboozled though. I was tricked, a little trickery. So my buddy Philip texted me and was like, "Hey, my cousin is throwing a block party. Are you trying to go for 4th of July?" I was like, "A block party sounds lit." Absolutely. So I ring up my daughter. We're all dressed up. We're all ready to go. So we go. There's mostly Hispanic people. So I'm like, lit. It's a good time. But because it's his cousin and the guy that I'm with, he's like my brother. So I'm like, I'm good to go. I'm going to have a great time. So there's the whole block party, and then there's like a table that is like full of food, and they go all out, you know? So my daughter is like, "Oh, Dad, can I get some chips and a soda?" And I'm like, "Absolutely," you know, because I'm basically family here. I just walked on up, got chips and got soda, load up the plate, my dude, load up the plate, and walk away, you know. And then come to find out, as I'm getting it, I'm laughing, having a good time, you know. And the guy I'm with, his name was Philip. I was like, "Hey, bro, are you gonna?" I'm yelling from the table, "Hey, bro, do you want any? Are you coming to get some?" And I should have known because he's like, "No, bro." He's like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "I'm good, bro. I'm good." So I should have known. And I came back and I'm grubbing and everything. And then I start just looking around me and I see kind of eyes looking at me and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm looking like back and forth. So come to find out, it's not his cousin throwing the block party. His cousin is attending a block party that basically they tell the neighborhood, like, "Hey guys, we're having some crazy fireworks, come on through," or like word of mouth type of thing. So his cousin is sitting together with their family. They don't really know anybody. So I walked
Oh,
up to somebody's lawn. I walked up to someone's lawn, dude, some Hispanic family's lawn, and it wasn't even a block party. These houses were doing their own thing. They just was doing it in the same area, in the same like cul-de-sac.
oh.
So there's fireworks here, fireworks here, fireworks here, but it's not all together. They just are. It's who lives there, the same cul-de-sac. I walk up to someone's front lawn and just start grubbing on, on all the food that they spent money on and prepared. Not only am I a big dude, but I'm feeding myself. I'm feeding my family. We all get to go. I'm not saying thank you. I'm not saying highs and buys. Yeah.
Oh man.
What saves me though is one person from that group was like, Cedric. And I looked, and it was someone I knew from way back when. And I asked him, and I was like, "Hey, dude, hey, whose food is this?" And he was like, "Oh, this is my girl, my old lady's girl. This is my girl's parents, house. So it's good, it's good." And he told them like, "Oh, you might come over here and get some food. It's all good." So that's the only thing that saved me.
Oh
But
man.
so I knew someone at the party, and the one who invited me didn't know anybody. So
Oh
I
man.
was
That's
that guy.
funny.
Embarrassing, dude. Heck, embarrassing.
Man, and that's man, it's so fortunate too that you had someone that like just randomly you knew raise their hand like, hey,
I
because
was
like at that
saying,
point, like how do you get out of that?
I was saved, dude. I was saved. I was hecka embarrassed.
That's funny.
I felt like I was just poor eating up everybody's food, or I just wanted multiple foods. Like I
Oh
don't know
man,
what to load in my plate, man.
that's so funny. Like, hey man, do you want something? Like, like,
He was like,
mm-mm.
"I'm good." Dude, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. I was like, "Bro, why didn't you tell
Oh
me?"
man, yeah,
He's
they
like,
will like
"Oh,
put
I
you in,
thought
yeah, put you in
about
a
it."
tough spot there for sure.
Yeah, man. But
Jeez,
yeah, I
man.
guess I've been the guy.
Well, that's good. So you've seen it from both sides.
Seeing it from both sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see
Well,
it
that
from.
question couldn't have. I like. We have a couple others. I almost want to end it right there. You went from a cowboy to you just eating everybody else's food at some random person's house. Like that's amazing. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna
Walk
keep
up with
going.
somebody's mom, dude. Yeah. Say, who is this dude? We slaved in the kitchen. This guy's just scrubbing.
And I love how no one said anything either.
No, no, they were looking like who the heck? And it's one of those things like when I walked back, they still were looking like not like upset, but they're like, who is that guy? And I was just like, wait a second. I'm looking at them crazy, they're looking at me crazy. I'm just like, wait a minute, you know.
Something's not right. Was the food good?
Yeah, I was fired, dude. Yeah, it was
So there you
Hispanic.
go.
They murdered it, man. It was good, but
Well, hey man, shout out to the random family.
yeah, shout out, shout out to the family for letting me grab, man. Yeah,
Man, and who knows? There could be someone listening to this right now. They're like, I've done the exact same thing.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Too
yeah, you gotta
bad.
be careful. That's like a whole other person too. They're not on this list, but that person that um they don't they don't they don't give you like an accurate description of what you're going into, right? Or they
No,
leave out like a massive detail that's like, it's like that whole thing of like, hey, this is there's a party and it's around Halloween time, so you assume, or they don't tell you it's a costume party, or they say it's a costume party and then you're the only idiot that dresses up. Like
and both,
that
yeah,
person's the worst. They leave out
the
some major
worst.
details that really screws you over.
Dude, I hate that. So I do hate that. But again, if they're like, "Hey, my bad, dude, I messed up," whatever. I hate the ones that are like, "No, it'll be fine, dude. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good." And I'm wearing like basketball shorts and everybody's dressed up. I'm like, "Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, so you'll be fine.
Got me out here looking like a hoodlum."
Yeah,
Man, I hate that, dude. Like, yeah,
yeah.
you're good, dude. No, dude, no one cares. No one cares. Like, yes, they do, bro.
But that's like full circle, going back to the person, that's talking to the host, right? They're like, oh yeah, you just relax, grab a plate, just relax. Like I'm the host, I can't just relax, like you're saying.
Yeah,
It's the same person. They're
yeah,
like, no, you'll be fine. No, I'm literally dressed like Chewbacca,
yeah.
and no one else is dressed up like anything.
Dude,
Isn't that
I
okay,
hate that. Yeah, I hate that. I've been both. I've been both.
man? Yeah, it's that's tough. All right, so we'll go into the next one. Like I said, one, two, got a couple more. Uh, this one, I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. The one who thinks they're a model showing up at the 4th of July party. I'm not so sure about that one.
I'm assuming they're saying like half naked or something. Like they just are super revealing or something. Because I mean, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one either. I know some people like take upon 4th of July. You're like, girl, you're wearing a washcloth over your whole body. Like,
Like covering kids' eyes,
yeah. Yeah.
which
Other than that, that's what I can think of.
and again, I'm not gonna say names, but my brother and I have joked about this multiple times. That's a risky move, especially if like you're at a party where there's like if there's a new girlfriend that's coming to the party for the first time. It's like
Yeah.
you almost wish they would have talked to you first before doing it, because it's like there's about 3 uncles that you should know about before you do this, because you're gonna catch their
Facts.
attention and you do not want their attention.
Facts,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying? But it never happens.
100%.
And it's like, yeah, well, here you go.
Yeah, 100% facts, man. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm assuming that's what they mean, like dressing up the model.
It
But
must mean, yeah, like you're doing like a bikini competition like on the
yeah,
runway, and everybody else is like, we have like torn t-shirts and ripped jeans. You know what I mean? Like,
girl, I'm dressed up like Donald Trump. And you're like, what's happening? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, yeah.
which is, yeah, that's tough too, because like it's especially you don't know the family very well. Okay, so
Oh
so let's
yeah.
just be honest. Okay, this is gonna be, you get into some weird territories too, especially because like as people grow up and you get into these different ages, like there's always like some of these families have those weird situations where you have like a bunch of middle school dudes but then you might have like that attractive cousin that they don't understand the connection between like this is actually your cousin, but then they can't take their eyes off the cousin. And you know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing, like maybe for family stuff, don't do that because it creates some awkward, moments. And then from the outside, for me personally, it's awesome because you see the whole thing unfolding. It's like,
I'm having a
that
great
little dude
time
right there, that little 12-year-old cannot take his eyes off of her.
Yeah.
He is one family member removed from that relationship.
Babe, we ready to go? Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Like,
I got to see this bad boy play out.
Yeah, like I need to see this because like someone needs to show that kid the family tree because he's too close. He's on the same branch.
That's hilarious. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So there's that one. So the next one, the person who's asleep in the living room chair.
Oh, me. Easy.
I was gonna say it sounds like that might have been you.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah. If I'm having 2 White Claws, bro, I'm done so, bro. Good night.
And here's the thing. I think when you're younger, right, like you don't want to fall asleep. You want to enjoy everything. As you get older, you're kind of looking for that spot. It's like, if you can find that perfect spot in the living room where you kind of be left alone, no one's going to notice you, no one's going to bother you. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a sweet spot. It's a sweet spot. Yeah, I think, man, I've been in, I've been at parties and having a great time. Like when I was younger, I used to want to fight and stuff, like when I would drink, but complete opposite. I'm out.
Yeah.
No, too. It's like if I have a shot, oh, it's done.
It's just over.
I'm curling up somewhere. Yeah, dude.
There's always someone, and it's not necessarily always a grandparent, or someone who's super old. It sometimes is just the random guy that's just like, you know what? I'm tired.
It's me, my guy. Yeah.
See?
I can't.
There you go.
I'll get to that age, man. So even with my kids, I'm like, every time I get up, I'm making a noise. I'm like, grunting or, the knees aren't right. But I look at my son sometimes. I'm just like wiggling his legs. I'm like, you got brand new knees, dude. That's crazy. You got brand spanking new knees.
Oh yeah, man. Sometimes the way they sit on the ground or the way they bend, I'm like, what is just Flex Armstrong? Like, what are you doing here?
I don't get it. I was like, Dad, look what I can do. I was like, why are you bending like that? Why?
Like, man, I can't even touch my toes.
Yeah.
And this person's like, turning themselves into a pretzel.
Yeah, dude. My brother's daughter is going to college soon, and she plays sports and she just grubs, like she eats like crazy, and I'm just like, enjoy it, enjoy the metabolism.
It will stop at some point.
that bad boy's gonna run away from me.
100%,
dude.
All right, man. So we got the last two, and this one is an interesting one. This one says the frat star. So I think this one, it sounds like you're kind of in that lane a little bit with the dressing up, going crazy with everything you're wearing, so like that, minus the fireworks. But this, I have to say, and it's been well documented on this podcast, I love slip and slides, even as a 35-year-old man.
Do you really?
100%. Now I have to figure out,
like, you buy them or you have like a makeshift one, or
oh no, we bought one. I spent time researching a good slip and slide, not like one that you get from like Walmart or something like that. Like I found one that was like a legit, has like the blow up sides. It's awesome. Now I might be the only one who really enjoys it. Even my kids are like, what are we doing, Dad? Like, this is what are we I'm like, let's stand out of the way. Like, I'm asking them to move. So Dad, like, hey, Daddy needs to go real quick.
Is it long? Like, is it really long?
It's 25 feet.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So it's a whole setup, and I love it. Now, again, being older, I had to figure out ways to make it safer for myself, because like you hit one rock, like you put it on the rock, right? And you don't know there's a rock under there, and you hit the rock, and then like my knee is blown up.
Yeah.
Do I stop? No, I don't, because I love it too much. So
you'll regret it later. We have a good time.
Oh yeah. Even people we've had come over, they're like, I can't do this again, man. It's like, no, it's summer. Slip and slides coming out. And they're like, yeah, but like I was bruised. Stuff happened last time. I don't really want to do this. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna be out there regardless. I love it too much.
Slide it, huh?
Yeah, I love it. We already busted it out one time this summer. Now it's getting hot again.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna come. It's gonna make another appearance. So one of these days, I'm gonna break something, and then it's gonna be over. But until then,
that's crazy.
But so I can relate to this a little bit. But I do feel like anytime you go to one of these 4th of July parties, there is that person who just Again, it's like kind of like the pyromaniac. They love the party.
Yeah.
Just something about the party brings out a different side of them. And
Yeah.
even if it's not a frat, it seems like this person, came straight from like Animal House.
Yeah. 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 I try to have a good time and I'm pretty loud,
Yeah.
but just like as a fairy godmother, I'm gone too. I'll show up, have a good time, and I'll disappear real quick,
Yeah.
unannounced. I'm like, where's Cedric gone, bro? He's gone.
Yeah. And
I'm
so
a,
that's what I think that's different with this person who's like that frat mentality. Like there
yeah,
is no off switch
no,
and there is no end in sight
no, no, no. Mm-mm.
until they like they physically just completely black out, pass out.
Yeah,
There, I mean, that's the party's not going to end.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad I don't know. I had a guy back in the day. There was I could think of was like maybe my buddy Bobby. He could drink like a sailor, but
Yeah.
I tried to hang with him one night and it was like the hangover. He took pictures. I didn't know what happened. He showed me pictures of everything. I was over there punching MMA fighters at an MMA event, like just
What?
random stuff, dude. Like, yeah, like,
Wait,
dude.
hold on. Just
Yeah,
punching
dude.
MMA fighters.
Yeah, bro. They blessed me and let me slide, dude. They let me slide. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. We went to this MMA event, and he said like out. They're like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Trying to knuckle. He said, "You knew all the fighters," and they're trying to knuckle up. He said, "You go like this, put your clock." Yeah, dude, your boy was gone, dude. Your boy was
Jeez.
gone.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Well, at least you had the pictures to prove it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll never. That like that is like when I realized I'm like, oh, I can't drink. I thought I could, but I can't.
Jeez,
Yo,
just yeah,
man.
just picking fights with some of the baddest people in the world.
Dude, I even like I like passed out in the audience and random people were taking a picture of me. Like during the time we like hashtag the event, you can see like one or two pictures of me. Like, so and I was like, who are these? I was like, dude, you let them? He was like, yeah. He was like, oh, it's good. He was
Oh,
inviting people to take pictures.
oh man, that's so. That's like one of those people that falls asleep at a stand-up show,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
like the comic is just roasting them the whole time, and they have no
yeah. I
clue.
was by sleep. Yeah,
And then they
man.
finally wake up. It's like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, we're 45 minutes into the show. It's over.
Yeah,
Man, that's funny.
exact same. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's that person's always interesting when they're at the party. It brings some energy to the party. But yeah, it's not me, not for me.
no,
I don't have it in me to other
you
than
know,
the slip and slide. Not really in me
slip
to
and
go
slide is
wild
dope.
like that.
Slip and slide is dope. I couldn't do it, but it is dope.
I agree. And even if you didn't think so, I don't care, man. I
Yeah,
love it too
yeah.
much.
It's your non-negotiable. I get it. I get it. As a man, there's some things that just bring you joy. I get it.
Like I've said on this podcast, I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't do it, until the wheels fall off, until
Yeah,
I break something. It's gonna. I'll be like 75 and still trying to do it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
If I
Even
can.
then, you have grandkids. You try one more time.
That's gonna be the.
I
You're
mean,
right.
one last ride. Yeah. Dude, when I was a kid, I had an uncle. He tried to jump on. We had a brand new trampoline, and he tried to jump on it, like
Ooh.
messed his back up. We went inside. He was like, "I'll be in there a little bit." I get it.
Oh, that's the worst.
So it'll be the last ride.
Oh man, that's again going off in a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap this thing up for you because I know you got other things to
Nah,
do.
it's all
But
good.
that happened to me. I'm not a. I've always joked with my family and my brother. It's like we would do like brother stuff, but it was never like like I'm the oldest. It was never like I was like never like a terror as an older brother beating
Yeah.
him up. Like it just wasn't us. But we'd wrestle around, fight and stuff like that. The last time I got into just a wrestling match with my youngest brother, who is taller than me, in better shape than me, better looking, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's you know
Checks all the boxes.
checks all the boxes. I've given up at this point. It's like he's just I
He's
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
I've accepted it. But the last time we kind of got into like a wrestling thing, I was messing with them and we started going at it. And I'll never forget because it had been a while since we had done this. And he kind of was, trying to grab me. I reached out and grabbed his arms And when I grabbed his arms, I felt his triceps and biceps. I'm like, this is different.
Yeah,
I made a mistake. And then we got into it. And the only thing I could do at that point was he kind of had me like a headlock, and I basically took his finger and bent it all the way back to his wrist. That was the last time I felt like the oldest man at that point, because I was like just straight survival at this point. I'm like, I gotta go to dirty tactics.
Yeah, you gotta get the W.
and I got him off. And he's like, and then I'm like, I can't fight him anymore.
Yeah,
it's over. And then after that, I'm like, ooh, you said that one thing. It's like, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, I think I may have messed up my back. I said, don't tell him. I think I threw something out.
Bring up an excuse. We gotta go.
We
got to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna pretend like I tripped over something. I can't let him know, but
I can't let him know.
I'm hurting right now.
Dude, that's really that's same, man. I think last time I boxed my brother, I beat him.
And you mean like box? Like was it like real like box gloves, throwing some gloves, or
like slap boxing? You know?
Okay, yeah.
And I remember we were going, and I slapped him. I dropped him in the bushes, and I was like, my older brother, I was like,
it's the moment you've been waiting for.
It's time. I know. Yeah.
It's time.
He's always like, we got to run it back, but that was the last time we kind of like threw hands a little bit.
They always want to run it back. It's like at that point,
no. I'm going to retire as champ.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the W. I'm going to take the W. Yep.
Yeah.
Retire as champ.
Yeah. Like you said, man, it just makes me feel old. I can't. Yeah. But like I said, man, I'll never forget when I grabbed his arms. I'm like, oh, that's right. He likes going to the gym.
Yeah. Oh, you do that gym thing.
Yeah.
I remember old Jimbo myself. Yeah, dude.
It's like, man, I'm on the elliptical and the treadmill. He's actually lifting weights. Like, ooh.
I feel like now too, it's like this young audience is like, I mean, it could just be me sitting on the couch watching Instagram, but I feel like more people are going to the gym now. I
think so.
Like younger people is like,
yeah.
Like, dude, you got built out of nowhere? Like, I see people. Do you remember? Dang, I can't remember. Do you remember Patrick? He used to go to Oxygen.
What's his last name?
Dang, I can't think of his little brother. I can't think of his name, but his little brother just got yoked out of nowhere, man.
Really?
Who the flip is this kid? But yeah, I can't think of his name right now. But
yeah,
yoked the yoke, dude.
It's wild. Yeah, I've we bought some dumbbells at the garage, a bench, and all that stuff. So I try to work out when I can, but like I said, I feel like I can work out forever. And these other guys I see, it's like all of a sudden no neck. Just like lifting up cars. Like, who is this guy?
He's like, I just touched the weight. And just like, it's just yoked. Yeah, it's just different, man. It's just completely different.
Yeah. So that means that I try to stay out of those fights. Can't do it anymore. I'm too old. Can't do it.
Yeah. One last ride. It was the last ride, dude.
That's exactly it, man. Just one last time. All right, man. Well, this is a perfect segue into this last not even personality, it's just last person. The dad. There's always the dad. It kind of has you hate to say it, but kind of like the dad uniform. Like the stereotypical dad uniform.
Got the shorts with the pockets, got the sandals on, polo shirt tucked in.
With the dirty baseball hat.
Yeah. So I got my hat. This is like my favorite hat. I always wear it. So I'm like becoming that guy that's all rusted up, dirty, but I love it, man. I'll still wear this hat till the wheels fall off. Yeah, I get it, but I get it now. I used to make fun of him, but I'm becoming that man. I'm in the dude.
There are times where I'm like, I feel like I've been able to fight it off for a while, but there are times where I'm like, you know what? I just did it. Dude. I'm out here in public looking like this and
don't care.
They know. It's like, the guy right there's a dad. He's got kids. Yeah, they just know.
I bought my first pair of New Balances, and I love them.
Okay, so you did make that jump.
I made the jump. I got my first pair of New Balances, and I wear them out. And sometimes my fit don't match, because sometimes I do try to dress a little urban, but I'll bust out the new. I'm like, where are we going? Oh, we're going to the fair? It's like, oh, we're going to the zoo?
It's a long day of walking.
Let me bust out these balances real quick. So I'll be in the Nike.
Just grab the NBs.
Yeah, dude, just pull up some New Balances. But um, yeah, dude, and I like dad shoes now. Like my flashy shoes, I don't really wear too much, but I like my dad shoes. I'm like, those look like dad shoes. Those look pretty good. And I look at shoes. I'm like, oh, those look comfortable. Those look comfortable, dude.
What was those? Was it the shape ups? Remember the shape ups?
No, what's a shape up?
I think it was a Skechers shoe, but it had like this like huge, like the sole was really big and it kind of had a curve to it.
Oh, what?
They were wild. Yeah, if you look up shape ups,
Was
you'll
it
see.
soft? The cushion?
I don't know. I guess so. I think that was part of it.
Oh, wow.
I'm guessing it had something to do with like wearing those shoes were comfortable, but at the same time it gave you some kind of like health benefit. All I know is that it was a tough look.
I'll rock it.
See, if they, I don't know if they're still around, but I think based on what you're saying,
Yeah,
this might be
dude.
the shoe for you.
Even when I go to work in the office, bust out my New Balances, just yeah, dude. I'm that age now.
Yeah. When I feel like at those 4th of July parties, you can tell the dads and you kind of hang out, it's kind of the same topics of conversation when you connect with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same
Oh,
topics of conversation, the same things come up, same jokes, and then the next year when you see them again, you're gonna hear the same jokes again. You're gonna hear the same questions. And it's just part of what it is. Like I think it's just part of hitting that dad stage.
dude, I got one of those dad T-shirts. I'm always like, you see my shirt? It's an eagle, bro. The president's riding an eagle, bro. It's tight, right? I'm like one of those, dude. Yeah, I get it. I get it, man.
That's funny. But it's funny too, because like you see, like as another person at the party, like you're like having a conversation. It's like, oh, there's Cedric is again showing someone else's his eagle shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Word starts getting around the party. It's like, oh, he's here again.
No, yeah. Oh God, here he comes.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, ego, bro. Yeah.
Have you seen this yet?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, pass me your White Claws.
Yeah.
Oh God, you having 3? Yeah,
pass out on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone get this guy shot so he can go home. Yeah, man.
They're just trying to get you out of there.
Get me out of there, dude.
Man.
Out of there. 701, gone.
Yeah. No, it's well, anyways, man, those are the personalities. Those are the 4th of July personalities. So I would love anybody who's listening to this, I would love to know if this resonates, or like you said, maybe you are one of these people. Like maybe that you are like the pyromaniac that's probably gonna burn your house down. I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy spending time with people on 4th of July, but it is it's an interesting holiday for getting together.
Yeah, the build is nice, but it goes down real quick. Probably because drinks and food is right in the beginning, and then you go into the next part of the party was the.
That's a good point.
You're ready to go. You're full. You're having a good time. You met everybody. It's like, oh, it's time to go, dude.
That's a good point, because you do all of the eating when it's light outside.
Yeah.
Like if you have a pool, all that stuff, and then sometimes there's that awkward transition between like, hey, we want to do the firework thing, but it's way too light outside.
Yeah, yes, that's the exhausting part. So now you're just meeting and greeting over like a beer or just over your food. You're just hitting. You're like, oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. You're looking for your spouse. Your spouse is having a great time. You're like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna be here for a while. Yeah.
And you're trying to get their attention, kind of like you want them to see, like, you understand that I'm miserable here right now.
Yeah,
right?
like, hey, look over here.
Help.
Look over here.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Like, no, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Man. But most of the time, like, me and my wife will try to like negotiate, like
beforehand.
Yeah, we try to figure out a plan beforehand, So sometimes it backfires. We look like I'm having a great time. She's like, oh, me too,
Oh, okay.
So, if we show up early, we can leave early. That's how it works.
That's smart.
Show up right when it starts, and people start coming. It's like finally when everybody's in the door, you're like, I gotta go, bro. It's like,
well, I've been here for a long time.
I've been here for 3 hours, bro. I gotta get out of here, dude. I gotta get out of here.
I've got to go to this other random party where I don't know anybody. I'm just going to start taking their food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the worst, going to multiple parties. Oh, you say, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
dude.
no, yeah, multiple, man. I don't, we don't do multiple parties because especially with kids now, it's like, that sucks for the kids. You don't want to
Yeah,
take them everywhere. And then they're not happy.
we don't either.
You're not happy because they're not happy. I mean, the whole thing becomes a mess. So we try to stay in one spot, but some of those people, they love going to multiple parties.
Yeah, we don't either. We tried to like when it comes to like Christmas and Thanksgiving, instead of going to both houses, we're like, okay, we'll go to one house for Thanksgiving and then we'll go to the other house for Christmas.
Sure. Yeah. We do something similar.
We meet back around when it comes to gift exchanges. But yeah, we don't do the double up Christmas. We don't do the double up Thanksgiving. I'm exhausted. Loading all the kids up. I can imagine eating and loading the kids up to go somewhere else. So no.
Right. Well, I have a cousin. Back in the day when we were younger, like for Christmas, for example, we would go to my grandma's house, who she didn't live very far from us. So we go to her house in the morning and we would get there at like 9:30, right?
Yeah.
9:30, 10. And my cousin would always show up late. But at that point, he had already been to like two houses already. And then grandma's house was his third stop. And then he had like three more after that. Like, why are you doing this?
No, you're killing yourself, bro. You're taking years off your life, bro.
Yeah,
No.
but he's like, he loved it. What would always do is like, I gotta go to the next place. I'm like, this is not a marathon. It's like a relay race. He's just passing the baton from house to house. Like, what are we doing? Or maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's robbing houses.
Yeah, or maybe he's lying. Like, I'm like, are you lying, bro?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Like, I gotta go to my friend's house, dude.
The next place. I'm like, I don't know, man. You've already been to like 10 places.
My friend's mom dying of cancer. I gotta go. It's your last day. You're like, oh, okay.
All right, cool. I'll see you guys next day. Yeah, it's too much, man. Can't do it.
I'm gonna take the rack of ribs, but I gotta get out of here. Yeah, man.
He's basically just like grocery shopping at these houses.
Huh?
He's like just like grocery shopping. Like, I'm gonna get some ribs here, get some turkey here. He's like, we're set for the week.
He's probably a genius.
You know what? I would probably not call him that, but maybe he is.
Yeah. You gotta like rethink it all now.
No, that's good. I'll have to ask him next time. Like, hey, what's the deal here? You're not really going to all these parties, right?
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
So, anyways, man. Well, hey, this has been fun, man. I'm not gonna wait as long next time to have you on the podcast.
Oh, for sure, bro. Run it, bro. We're good.
Yeah. I've had some ideas in the past that I thought you'd be perfect for.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've done some pet peeve episodes, which are always fun. I'd love to know your pet peeves.
Yeah. Oh, I have a list of them.
I'm sure. Just like I do too. And we've done like 3 or 4 pet peeve episodes. I'm like, I don't think I have any more. And then the next week, I'm like, you know what? I got like 10 more.
Yeah. You go out in society, dude. You'll get a list.
I found a few more that we can talk about. Yeah. So, and you mentioned Dwayne too, man. That would be, I should reach out to him, have him on the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Dwayne's dope. Have you had Eugene too?
I did have Eugene. Yeah, I did have Eugene. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah. I don't know him. I don't know him well, but we had a good conversation about his music career and all that. So that was cool. Yeah, and I should get Dwayne on, because Dwayne, he's a big superhero guy, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Dude, our circle of friends are all pretty much nerds. We're well versed in nerdism. Yeah, he loves it, dude.
Okay, that might be an episode. If you come back, we'll have Dwayne on too. And, we'll do some superhero talk.
Oh yeah, dude. We'll go head to head.
I like it.
He's a pastor now out in Fresno. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. The guy. I mean, rather than give him clout, I don't like doing that. But the guy has wisdom, man. Like, way beyond his age, and so in our inner circle, sometimes he can be like the voice of reason.
Okay.
Good dude. Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to talk more about that off air at some point.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
And Ty, you ever had Ty on?
No, it's funny. I know who he is. I don't think I've ever met Ty.
Oh, dude, you got Ty. Ty's great. Ty's great.
Were you guys? Because I've seen some pictures on Instagram. Did you guys do a podcast together?
Yeah.
Like a bunch of you guys.
Yeah. We're trying to get one up, man. We're testing a few things, like a few backgrounds. We were doing it in a shop. They were doing it behind a green screen. There you go. We're doing it behind a green screen. We tried several different ways. We took a break right now because Ty just had a baby, but we haven't launched it yet, but we added it a different couple ways. But soon, soon maybe we'll get it up soon.
Nice. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check it out when it comes out.
yeah, for sure, man.
Um,
I'll let you know for sure.
yeah, man. Like I said, I do appreciate the conversation with you as always, man. It's always fun. Like I said, and I know other people love listening to you as well because
Yeah,
the
thanks, dude.
downloads reflect it. Trust me, if that wasn't true, I would not say it. Like,
Hey, let's go, bro.
when people are like, "Hey, how's my episode doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're good."
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it
Like,
didn't.
nah.
But yeah, no. So, where can people follow you on Instagram, all that stuff? Because you are a fun follow. I feel like you are great with the memes, the videos. Like,
Oh
it
yeah,
makes me laugh.
dude. And dude, I be posting, but I post crazy stuff, man. I
I
post,
like it.
yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. So
Halloween, like that whole month, I only post like Halloween stuff, but I,
yeah, you do yeah, you find some wild Halloween stuff.
it's wild. But you know what? Like now, people send me stuff, so like
That's what
there's a list
happens.
of people that were like, yeah, you get out there, they're like, oh, dude, like this is funny, and I repost things. So sometimes like I'm not looking for memes at all. I'm just reposting what I get tagged in, you know. But
It makes sense too.
I'm just surfing the web, and I'm like, gotta post it.
You know, like I said, I appreciate it because it brings some laughter to my day. You know, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
I
Thanks,
enjoy it,
man.
man. So,
Yeah,
but like I
thanks.
said, if you want, where can people follow you?
Oh, it's I just said, so it's IJUSTCED, and then that's my username for everything.
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, thank you so much for doing this, especially last minute like it was. I appreciate you. And we will not wait 2 years before I have you back on, man. We'll make it happen sooner. And maybe next time my co-host Deb will also be a part of it.
For sure. Yeah. I haven't met her. I didn't meet her last time either. So,
No, Deb's awesome. Don't tell her I said that, but she's cool.
yeah, same. I feel it.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you so much. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, dude.
Thanks for watching the show. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you like it, share it, and hit the subscribe button to get a new episode every week. We'll see you next time on the Connectable podcast.